Silver has reached our first target of $50, and it's not looking like price is gonna stop anytime soon. So where silver is headed is what we'll try to find out in this video. Hello and welcome to another video here at Bloomberg Capital. My name is Henrik and today we're looking at silver. And if we take a quick look at the chart here, we can see that silver has actually been performing quite well here and it has reached our target of $50 and it's actually gone beyond at this point. And with the way that silver is looking now, it's not looking like price is going to stop anytime soon. So we should see price actually continue to rise and reach higher targets. First up, let's look into what the reason for this is. First up, we have inflation. And inflation worries are still high, especially for the dollar. And a weakening dollar, first up, means higher prices in assets by comparison, but especially with precious metals like gold and silver, because investors safeguard their money against inflation by investing it into these precious metals. Furthermore, the trade war between US and China has reignited and big tariffs are looming on the horizon again. This leads to worries about a weakening economy where investments into the stock market might not perform that well, and also the fear of a big crash is increasing. Both of these factors obviously bring a lot of investors' money into silver. But there are not only the economical standpoint, but also there's some things going on in the industry side of things, because silver as a resource is also more and more in demand, because it is used in things like solar energy, electrical cars, chips, and the whole expansion of the AI infrastructure. All of these things are expanding massively at the moment, and all of these aspects require a lot of silver. So obviously demand is rising, and I don't think I have to explain that higher demand equals higher prices, at least until supply can catch up. So we can see that there are a couple of reasons that silver is on the rise at the moment. But let's look back at the chart and see where silver is actually headed. And first up, we can see that silver has actually been performing really well so far and has, in a bit more than 6 months, achieved 90% increase. And up until this point, we've actually been following this lower price channel here. But now at the start of October, we've actually seen some consolidation here at the top of the price channel, which would be around our target of $50, so where it has been reached. But then price has actually managed, instead of coming down again, to push even higher to actually break out of this price channel and extend it to the upside. And this extension is, as I've already stated before, largely due to what happened in the beginning of the month, which is the restarting of the trade war between the US and China, which is at the moment driving a lot of money into the precious metals. And that is one of the main reasons why we're actually seeing even higher prices in silver than we first anticipated. And we actually should see further rising prices until we reach the top of this upper price channel here, which should be around the mark of $57 to $58. And if we're talking time frame wise, this will most likely happen towards the end of October. And well, what is happening at the end of October? It's the APEC meeting. There, Trump and Xi Jinping will meet and will probably discuss how to move things after the escalation. And this talk will most likely decide where silver is headed. So if things don't really escalate further, we'll most likely see a more sideways phase from silver. Price shouldn't really collapse all the way back down. Like, I would expect a more sideways phase to actually come. But if things escalate, we could actually break out of here and extend up even further. But it's hard to say what will happen right now, as this is mostly in the hand of these two men as they meet. But for now, we can say this target here of around $57 or $58 towards the end of October is pretty likely. From the current level, that would be an increase of about 12%. So if you still have some investments going in silver, you can certainly still hold on to these, maybe even add a bit to your position if you want to really take advantage of the current situation. But towards the end of the month, there is a bit more of uncertainty. So if you want to stay up to date what is happening at the end of October, you can actually check out our description below. There you find a link to our Discord. There we offer analysis to over 180 assets, going from stocks over cryptos to precious metals like silver, which currently we're actually providing daily updates for. So if you want to stay up to date on that, you can check it out. Furthermore, I hope you found this video helpful, and until next week, here at Bloomberg Capital.